Hi, our project is a YouTube transcript summarizer. So in this project, we will be creating a Chrome extension which will make a request to a backend REST API where it will perform an NLP and respond with a summarized version of a YouTube transcript. So we can look at the project stages of our project. The first step is to open a YouTube video and click on Summarize in Chrome extension to create an HTTP request to the backend, and then it is followed by a request transcript for a given YouTube video ID, which is then followed by the returning of transcript for a video ID as an HTTP response. In the next stage, we will be performing a transcript summarization and return it as an HTTP response. And in the final stage, we will display the summarized transcript on the extension. So the applications of a project is it can be used in meetings and video conferencing, a system which could turn voice to text and generate summaries, and it can also be used in patent research, which is a summarizer to extract the most salient claims across the patents. So the task one is to getting started with the backend. So these are all the requirements. So in this task, the expected outcome is to initialize the backend portion of your application with the required boilerplate as well as the dependencies. And in the task 2 is to get the transcript for a given video. So these are all the requirements. The expected outcome is that we are able to fetch the transcripts with the help of a function created. We will later utilize it as a feed input for the NLP processor in the pipeline. The task 3 is to perform the text summarization. So there are two different types of approaches to text summarizations. Extractive summarization. So in this summarization, the model identifies the important sentences and phrases from the original text and only output those. And in abstractive summarization, it produces a completely different text which will be shorter than the original. And these are all the requirements for performing the text summarization. And as an outcome, we should be able to verify that the model generates a completely new summarized text which is different from the original text. The task 4 is to create a REST API endpoint. These are all the requirements, and the expected outcome is that we are able to create an endpoint to summarize YouTube video transcripts and test the response with different video URLs. Task 5 is getting started with the Chrome extension. These are all the requirements. The expected outcome of this task is we are able to create a recommended Chrome extension application directory and structure it to work with required files. The task 6 is to build a user interface for extension pop-up. These are all the requirements. And in this task, the expected outcome is that the user interface should be purposeful and minimal, and it must enhance the browsing experience without distracting from it. And task 7 is to display the summarized transcript, and these are all the we are displaying using the scripts. The expected outcome is that the user interface should be able to display the summarized text upon request from the user. And in the task 8, we are all the basic implementations is all done. And as an outcome, we are able to add more features for your applications. That's it. Thank you.